out a vision of my life. Next job, next home, next phase, while staring in the light. I know exactly where I'm headed spiritually, but physically I feel blinded by it. My value is being tested. How do I see myself? Am I worth it? And how? One word, 3 letters, ugly, H-O-W. Tumble down a big hill out of nowhere, that muddy thud slapped me in the face. Test, are you worthy is the question. Tick tock, the clock is ticking for my answer. Don't wait too long, forfeited, wrong again. Are you worthy? Third time, work. What is it based on? Celibacy and waiting aren't enough. No grades or education are factored in. It's that if that's the measure of me, I don't measure up. And the divine is waiting on my answer, so I say, I trust you, God. With a smile, buzzer goes off. Try again. Are you worthy? And I'm thinking, like, based on what? I know that response is questionable, still thinking. And in my pause, I'm not winning, because the timer's about to go off. Yesterday's test was to teach me to trust you, but those were building blocks, not boulders. So today's test is to trust myself, and if I'm honest, I'm not there yet. And that truth, like water, carried me to the truth, that to find the truth, I had to stand up and walk the truth in an upright position, use the door by being honest with myself. That's the how, hollowed out within. Anything less would attract liars, and I would go on living a lie or beneath my potential, and they are becoming one and the same, equal, until I can face the truth about myself. My value system, am I worth it? Like worthy? What does all of this mean? A vision of God. A vision God held up before me led to my value being tested. I felt unsure about whether I could measure up. But if it's faith-based, a step without seeing off, purely believing the one who leads and creates me, then nothing is lacking. But this truth includes my vulnerabilities, my insecurities, my doubt and unbelief, my struggles and shortcomings, my humanity. Test. Are you worthy? It's not about being beautiful or being pretty or having the right answers for some outsider passing a test, but about being honest with me. Test. Are you worthy? I don't remember this part of truth in the church. It's a depth and a realness I'm not familiar with yet, and frankly, I'm not comfortable sitting and looking at my own tick flesh. The clock is ticking. I know it's not a sin to look within, but it feels selfish to focus on me. Laser focused on the root, not the cause of my own world, the one I created, not God. That test. Are you worthy? In the cause, I can point the finger about how I turned out this way and tell a lie about how if there is a mess, I didn't create it, and if I'm living in a world I didn't make it, and tell stories about what they did to me. Test. But in this garden of my soul, there's no more hiding behind any leaves or man or a savior while I play victim. There's only me without a mirror, just my reflection in the water. Test. Are you worthy? With my own soul. And it's not a test, but a practice over and over again of being honest to taste and see that I'm not fragmented, broken, simply experiencing the fragility of my own wholeness. Be honest with me. I've demanded it for years to an outsider I could never control. Now it was me yelling at me across the river, the echo, my own soul. Am I afraid? Yes, for a plethora of reasons. And I'm going anyway. Will I fall? Will I fail? Maybe. I'm confronting fear face to face. And I'll try again, because this portion of my faith is requiring me to trust me, to stare at my own reflection in the waters, distorted and moving and murky, until I can see not the face of God, which I thought was the entire purpose of living, but to see clearly once and for all my nakedness, my face, and all of her inadequacies, and to love her fully without settling or grieving or hiding, but with celebration in her mishaps and misfortunes and missteps and moments that aren't worth posting, noting, or distorting with lies about what really happened. No cover-ups. And to stay present with her and honest with her the only way she can be nurtured, or anyone else to be her safe place, her safe space, my first source for forgiving, allowing her, me, to be my priority. After all, this was not a test, cold desk and timers, pen in hand, sweating, being watched by a teacher, tick-tock, sand pouring from an hourglass, ancient, or hearing any buzzer. This is God coming close enough to commune with me, face to face, to remind me that believing and loving Him was part one, like a first testament, but for the days to come, that love, that faith was a precursor to the art of loving me. I acknowledge that, although it is not easy. I dip my face in these waters, purified, I look up. I see the world anew through the lens of love. There are so many colors, vibrant colors, nothing looks or feel like once perceived. And decide it's time to create, like co-create with God, a garden that houses the mangoes and strawberries, cause they're my favorite. But I also like to see the honeybees and fruit flies, because now I have learned that they too have their place beyond annoying me. And I thank them for serving me. And I'm thankful for the boulder, for the slap in the face, to stop living and hiding or being identified and validated by beauty or being esteemed through my education. I do not yet know who I am becoming or the portion, height, and depth of my greatness, but I will dwell in this garden naked before God without lying to myself or hiding from Him, humbled. Not just serving and worshiping, but in my own eyes, finally worth the drip of the raindrop, the buzz of the bee, the taste of the citrus on my tongue, the red of the fruit right down to the seed, the mud on my toes that sometimes makes its way to my face, but I'm also worth the waters that cleanse me, because these are the sounds, the colors, the feelings of living. And life itself, including me, with all of my insecurities, my doubt and unbelief, my struggles and shortcomings, my humanity cannot strip me of my worth. I have value, and I am worthy of the whole gamut of celebration.